So I'm not really for sure how to start this video. I know I've been trying to do something fun and I get my face in the camera and try to do something different, but I'm not really for sure if I like that, and I'm not really for sure if you guys like that, so I'm not gonna do that today. But it's pretty cool that today is my 25th video for the month. It's been awesome to get a video out every single day besides Sunday. It's definitely been a challenge, and it's kept me up past the bedtime that I wanted to have, but it has pushed me, and so I'm really grateful for that. So today's video is gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna have any B-roll. It's just gonna be me here talking to you guys. I hope that you enjoy it. I'm also not gonna edit this at all, and so the pauses and the breaks and any time that I'm stumbling over words, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for that. I want this video to be as real as I can try to make it. I want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit more without editing and trying to create some tone or anything. I really just want it to be just me talking to you guys, because I guess because of a few reasons. The first main one is I still struggle at talking to you, but you know, the camera, like talking to the camera and trying to envision you guys. There's definitely difficult, and looking back on videos, I think there's times that I felt pretty good about it, or I felt okay. I felt okay about it, and then there were definitely times where just seemed like robotic and just didn't have any emotion or tone behind it, because I was trying to memorize lines that I wrote down on my phone or wrote down on notes, and trying to sound as good as I possibly can. So that's definitely been a struggle for me, is talking to you, the camera. But before I move on to the other reasons why I'm doing this kind of video, I just really want to thank you for watching these videos. I know that my videos don't get, a lot of views. The most views that I've gotten on a few videos has been over 100. But seriously, that's really cool. Thank you for taking time to watch my content. I know that the talking head portion, like these portions right here, haven't been the very best. They probably have been a little cringeworthy. I don't know if you can bear them. And I know that the video content, like the B-roll or the things I'm talking about, isn't the highest quality. And that's also okay for me. I mean, part of this purpose, if you haven't watched What's the Purpose of My Channel, part of the purpose of this channel was to document and show the progress, to show the journey. And so I hope that throughout these videos that they have gotten better. I hope that you've been able to see that. Like the video that I did yesterday, I felt really good about the message and the tone of the video. Some of the footage was kind of bad, especially the outdoor interview sections. Guys, I need to get an ND filter. I know that. I could have bumped up the aperture to make it not look so bad, and I should have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, an ND filter definitely would have helped for that. Anyways, so the other two reasons, I wrote a few notes down just to kind of not go, I don't know, try to keep on some kind of track, which there is no track, or I don't know. I honestly don't know where this video is going to go. It's mostly just me trying to get better, talking to you guys, trying to be a little bit more of myself, and try to talk to you like you're my friend. So that's part of it. And the other part of this is just kind of just for me. I just want to just kind of share where I'm at right now. So it's something that I can look back on, and something that, my posterity can look back on And maybe some of you guys are going through some of the same struggles that I'm going through. And so that's also why I don't want to edit anything out. I want you to see me as real as possible. So yeah. All right, so another, like, two other reasons why I'm kind of doing this format for a video is I follow this guy named Greg O'Gallagher on Instagram, and then his YouTube channel is Kinobody. He's the one that I have based my like diet plan off of. I mostly eat plant-based like 95% of the time, and that's not what he does, but like the way he structures like intermittent fasting and like the way, like, and then I do that, and I do his workouts. I'm doing his warrior shedding program right now. Anyways, I really like, I would say 98% of all that he says and promotes, and I'm trying to be positive. Like the 2% that I don't like, it's just like, it doesn't, like his vibe or like what the, like that 2% I just don't connect with, or I just don't like, just doesn't fit with what I believe in or my lifestyle. But like other than that, like I think, like if you are looking for motivation and how to improve your life, and a specific, like your life and also your like physique, definitely check him out. Like it is super awesome. Anyways, so he does these videos where he's just like chilling out in his backyard, like talking to the camera, and it's basically not edited. And I just think it's really cool, just because you like are like not really having a conversation with him because you're not really talking back, but he's like talking to you, and like there's no distractions. Like it's not, I guess, as entertaining because there's not cool B-roll or like anything cinematic, but it's just him. And I enjoy watching those videos, and I guess in a way like I'm trying to copy that. I want to just, I don't know, talk to you guys. Anyway, so that was one thing. And another thing is I was listening to the Ground Up podcast by Matt D. Avella, or Avelli. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry, Matt, if you see this video. Anyways, he had a podcast with Rich Roll, who wrote the book Finding Ultra. He was named like one of the 25 fittest men in the world. I don't know if that's still a title, or at least at some point he was labeled that. Anyways, they were talking about how the podcasting is getting really big right now, and it's just, you know, people having a conversation, and it's not edited, and you get to see people kind of a little bit more of who they really are. And so that's another reason why I wanted to do this video. Just going along the lines of that podcast, I wrote some notes while I was listening to it, and these notes I guess we'll talk about just for like a little bit. And I think this part might be able to help you, or might be able to show you kind of where I'm at in my life, and maybe you're at the same stage as me. Rich Roll was talking about like how he was able to find like his purpose, and or able to find something that he loves doing like the majority of his time now, because he was living a life that he, you know, on the outside looked like he was having a great life, but on the inside he said that he was dead inside, and like he, you know, wanted that to change, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't? And so these are some of the things that he said to be able to find, you know, a purpose in your life. So he said to do eternal work, meaning to find out like who you are, to find yourself and what you're passionate about. Do what you strongly feel about, he said like do what you feel strongly about. And so like I wrote down like, what do I feel strongly about, or like what do I feel called to do? And so along those lines, I started streaming the beginning of this month. I'm just gonna turn this on just to have a little something in the background. Kind of cool. I started streaming the beginning of this year because I thought that playing video games and yeah, playing video games and talking to people would be like a fun career. And I still think it is a cool career. But I don't think it was my passion. Like, the reason I stepped back from streaming on Twitch was because I was trying to force like me into loving video games. I kind of like video games. I like to play them with my brothers. Like, that's kind of the only time that I really enjoy playing video games is like with my brothers. I did like the competitive side of the game Overwatch that I was playing and the teamwork aspect of the game, but I was trying to force myself to be like fully invested in gaming and to love it, because that's the only way I was going to make it as a Twitch streamer. That's the only way that like these Twitch streamers like really make it, is because they love video games, and most of them are decently, if not like extremely good at it, and then a lot of them, you know, have like characters, or, you know, they're entertaining. But I didn't love video games. I kind of like thought I loved video games and tried to like force myself to do it, and I still think it's cool, and I still want to stream on Twitch because I mean I kind of like video games, and I think it'd be a kind of a fun way to interact with you guys. But it, like, that's why I kind of like stepped back. It just wasn't what I was like called to do. I didn't really feel that strongly about it. Like, I felt strongly about making a career about something that I enjoyed doing, and I definitely would have enjoyed doing that. But like, to get to that point, like I didn't enjoy like that process of like getting better at a game that like I liked, but I didn't really love. And so that brings me to like this YouTube channel, which is, I started it because I felt and thought that being a YouTuber would be awesome. And don't get me wrong, and I think a majority of people would agree with me, being a YouTuber would be an amazing career. Like, producing content that you want and be able to interact with this community and get paid to, you know, to do a lot of cool things. I mean, most like successful YouTubers are doing some awesome stuff. Like, their life seems really awesome. And so like right now I'm reflecting about, do I really love like YouTube, and do I really love creating content? And is this like whether I get paid or not, like, is this what I really like am gonna enjoy doing? So maybe you guys are, I don't know, facing some of the same things too. Maybe you guys that are thinking about streaming or starting a YouTube channel, like, do you really love it? And like, I don't know if I really love it. I think in a way I do love creating videos and movies, just because, I mean, I started doing it when, I don't know, I was in 8th grade. So like, oh man, I'm gonna like age myself, which I guess is not a bad thing. Who cares? Dang, how old, like, when was that? That's like almost 12 years ago I started creating videos. And I didn't do it like all the time, but I mean, I've created, I don't know, around 20 videos before I started like my YouTube channel. And I enjoyed doing that. So like, I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of like reflecting about like why am I doing this? And like, just taking time to think about like, what do I really, like, who am I, like, and like, what am I called to do? Like, what is my purpose? Rich Roll talks about just like once you find what you are passionate about and what you feel like you're called to do, just to remain steadfast and determined and have faith. And like he said, like, at some point the universe will align. And like, my belief, I believe that if like that's what you're called, then like, you know, God will make it happen. And it just might not be in your your timetable. It might not be like when you want it or how you think it's going to happen, but like if you're doing what you feel like you're called to do and it like really is what you're called to do, then like it will happen. Like I definitely believe it will happen. So I'm trying to figure out like, what am I called to do? Like, what is my purpose? Like, is my purpose to make more videos? I don't know. Like, I think I want to. I think it would be cool. I'm doing these videos, and then my job is creating videos, and I just got a job for the fall creating highlight videos. And so that'd be awesome if that's like what I'm called to do, but I'm not for sure. And he just said, like, just stay actively engaged in something that you, or I wrote, that I love doing, and that is personally fulfilling. And then they say, like, and then both Rich Roll and Matt D'Avella talked about, like, don't focus on the money. And that's, and I just want to take another side note, and I think that's what's been kind of hard, like putting out all these videos like every day. I think I've gained 9 subscribers over this past month of daily uploading, which, yeah, definitely kind of stinks. But like looking back on it, like my content isn't that great, especially compared to other people. And so I can understand why people wouldn't want to subscribe to me, because there's so much like the content that I'm creating and trying to put out, like people are definitely putting out more enjoyable, like better content and like more engaging content. And so just that whole point of like, don't focus on the money. Like I need to stop. Like if I do want to do YouTube and I do want to do videos, like I need to just stop thinking about like the views and like how many subscribers I have, and just trying to like work on my craft if this is what I'm passionate about. And so I'm like really grateful to just like to take this time to talk to you, just to kind of reflect about like if this is what, you know, like I really feel passionate about and like what I feel called to do. Because I do something I know that I feel passionate about is I know that I love to help people. I love to help people by teaching them something. And I love to help people like financially, in the sense that like if some, like obviously you guys probably know what that means, but like on the little things too, like I love to just like take people out to lunch, and then I also love to like buy people things that they need that will help them with their goals. And so I want a career to be able to provide for that. Like I want to provide for my wife, and I want to provide for like our future family whenever we start having kids. And then I want to provide for like other people. I want to help people like achieve their dreams and their goals. And so I'm trying to find a path to do that. Man, that honestly could be it. And I know like probably a lot of this stuff is stuff that you've already heard, and you're probably like, if you have like watched this far, you're probably like thinking like, dude, Greg, like I've heard this stuff, and like of course, like don't think about the subscribers or don't think about the viewers. You know, like maybe you guys just need to be here and like, you know, slap me across the face and be like, dude, just wake up, you know, like do what you love. And so probably like definitely, I mean, I would assume that this stuff is things you've heard plenty of times, but I guess I just wanted to show you that like I'm facing it right now, and like I know that I've heard it. Like I've listened to like countless like motivational speakers and like people talking about like follow your passions. And like I started this YouTube channel and I started like streaming because I thought that was my passion. And so I'm definitely going to finish this goal of doing my videos every day. Like I think after this one, there's only two more videos. So I'm definitely going to finish this goal. And I think I want to continue to upload like once a week, but I'm definitely going to like focus on like the projects and like making sure it's something that I feel like passionate about or like really want to like share with you guys. Dang, I thought I had another thought, but that like honestly might be it. If you guys seriously have watched this far, thank you so much. Like, that is really cool. Like, dang, that's cool. Like, we should hang out. Like, if you're down to hear me talk like this, then like we should be friends, because I want to hear like what you're working towards, and like things that, you know, like you're struggling with, like trying to find like your career path or what to do. Like, because there's probably so many of us that are like struggling and don't know what to do, and you know, maybe we can help each other out. Anyways, I guess like if you do have any advice of like of how I can find myself, like there's a few things that I believe will help me, and that I'm going to start implementing, and to find like what you're passionate about, like definitely like comment below. Like it'd really be really cool to hear what you have to say. I am grateful that I have started this YouTube channel, and I'm grateful that I started streaming. Like, streaming definitely wasn't what I was called to do and what I was passionate about, but just that step of acting and trying to pursue a goal and to work towards it. I think almost every day I was streaming, besides like Saturday and Sunday. Like, it helped me to find something that I was a little bit more passionate about, which was this YouTube channel. And like, one thing that I'm gonna do to try to find what I'm passionate about is I'm just gonna continue to do this YouTube channel and continue to do this YouTube channel and to try to do stuff that I don't know, have like that I'm passionate about and like want to pursue. And I believe that either this will take off or that it will lead me to like the next thing that I should start doing. Because I know that when I was just sitting around waiting for something to happen, like, and like trying to figure out what to do, like nothing really came. Like, I saw like cool things, like, oh, that'd be cool to do, or stuff like that. But it was like actually in the act of pursuing something and working towards it that I figured out, oh, this isn't exactly what I want to do. And so like that's kind of like where I am right now. Like, I knew Twitch streaming wasn't like my calling, and YouTube right now I'm trying to figure out, like, it could be my calling. I just haven't figured that out yet, but I know that while pursuing it that I'll be able to figure that out. Well, anyways, I honestly think that's it. I think that's like all I have to say. I'm just checking my notes real quick. I'll link below the podcast I listened to. Like, if you have time and you're interested, the Ground Up Show by Matt Diavella is really cool. I've been listening to a couple of them lately. So I'll link like the Rich Roll podcast I listened to today down below, and then I'll link Greg O'Gallagher's Kino Body channel down below as well, just because I think, I mean, like, the stuff that he's talking about and then like his fitness and nutrition strategies like are really working for me, and so that's like pretty cool. Like, I'm getting stronger in the gym, and like I'm losing weight, and so I'm thinking it's fat. Like, I'm not for sure, but like I'm hoping it is, because I'm working towards another goal of trying to get 6-pack abs. Like, I've had that goal for, I don't know, like 8 years now, and just haven't had it, and it hasn't happened. Anyways, sorry, I'm rambling. Seriously, if you've gotten this far, like, thank you so much for taking time to just listen to me and, like, I guess in a way hang out with me. I'm sorry that I wasn't probably looking at you the whole time. I know, but like probably there's sometimes where I'm looking probably too much. Anyways, just trying to be a little bit more real, let you guys know a little bit more about who I am, Greg Gowdy, and then I'm just also trying to figure out a little bit more about who I am as well. Anyways, thanks again. I know this wasn't the typical video, but I feel pretty good about it, and I'm glad that I did it. And then hopefully, maybe tomorrow and Thursday will be like normal sports videography stuff or fitness stuff. Probably, like, they always talk about keeping like your content like similar. I can't think of the word, like have continuity between your content, and my content I know has been here and there. That's just kind of what I'm doing right now. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. It means a lot if you're seeing this part. That's pretty cool. Have a great rest of the day, probably night by the time I upload this, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.